Hello, welcome back to the channel. This is episode 3 in the leveling guide for a character in the base game. So no Ashes of Malmouth DLC, no Forgotten Gods DLC. You're kind of limited. Well, you've got 6 really good masters to choose from. I'm currently just running around as an occultist. I haven't picked the second class yet, but it is going to be Arcanist, however you want to pronounce it. This is still in normal. This is still in the run through the area west of Homestead. I've just picked up that shrine. Heavily edited footage. All that's really in here are significant gameplay moments and level ups and devotion acquisition, skill point allocation, attribute allocation, all that. I'm now level 33.
My inventory is full.
And my inventory is full. Point in physique. And at the moment, what it looks like, I'm trying to remember what I did. This footage is a few weeks old, so I'm recording the audio over edited footage. So yeah, if I sound confused at any point, this is a good tip. This is my number 1 tip. Get tab 2 open when you swap gear around. Put a skill in one of your mouse buttons. Watch the numbers change when you swap any item of gear. It's nothing to do with weapon damage. It's to do with buffs from gear affecting your skills. If I remember, I'll link that tips video, but it's pretty obvious what I was doing. Here's the Den of the Lost. This is where Gollus is. There's a shrine in here. What you notice about shrines in the base game without the DLCs is there are fewer shrines in Elite than in normal, and there are even fewer shrines in Ultimate. So you don't get your 50 out of 50 until, well, I think I was running around in Elite and I actually went and did some stuff in Ultimate to even pick up some more. But that'll be in the video after this one. This video will go right up to the Loghorian fight at the end of normal, and then episode 4 is going to be, I'm going to try and fit everything from Elite and Ultimate in, so everything up to the max character level of 85 and the Ultimate Loghorian fight, and try and fit all that in one video. Might end up being a bit longer than this one, but I thought 4 episodes is enough for anyone to sit through. That's the amalgamation fight speeded up. Yeah, even in the base game without the expansions, you still get stuff from the patches, like you still get the Sunder effect and some other stuff from patch 1.2, like the 100% boss monster infrequent drop chance, you get that as well. Yeah, I just picked the Death's Vigil guys. Don't like Caimans, because you know they're going to turn out to be the bad guys eventually, and they're a bit up themselves, so don't join them. You can join them if you want, I didn't bother. Pretty sure Death's Vigil have got some decent stuff possibly for this build. I'm not sure, we'll see, can't remember. Bloodgrove Shrine. Yeah, I'm putting points into Fox for the attack damage converted to health, which is on the last node of Fox. Level 35. I think at level 35 I can get some gear upgrades. It's possibly I've gone over to Rovers and get, I think they've got decent chest armour, decent shoulder armour for poison damage. Stick poison damage in the search bar up there. There you go. Yeah, so you got a Roari mantle. So these are guaranteed things. All you've got to do is get to, it's respected, isn't it, with them. Hit level 35 and you can grab this stuff. For the sake of demonstrating it, I mean, even if I had stuff that was slightly, oh yeah, of course you can get the blueprint for that belt with +1 to all skills in Occultist. So yeah, definitely go and get one of them. Go and craft that. Hope for halfway decent affixes on it. Oh, I think I made 2 because I didn't like the first one. Yeah. I had to run through Steps of Torment. Steps of Torment's a good test. Also, oh yeah, what you notice in the base game without the DLCs, because you don't get totems and you don't get the like dangerous zone mutators, because normally, well not normally, if you had the expansions and you came in here, you get mutators for this area, positive and negative ones. So maybe, you know, you might do a bit more damage, or monsters might have a lot more health, stuff like that, and it would appear just to the left of the mini map. There would be a thing up on the screen showing you, saying these are the mutators you got to contend with. Obviously, base game, you haven't got that. And you haven't got totems either, as I just mentioned, level 36. Yeah, get those other nodes leveled up a bit on Dreeg Evil Eye. It's a little bit edited. Here's the Ilgor fight. Bit of a run around. You gotta keep an eye out for healers. If you get a random healer turn up and starts healing Ilgor, it just makes the fight last longer. It can be a bit frustrating. Yeah, I edited a lot of this footage out, obviously. Just mostly Chamber of Souls, Ilgor, and this final boss fight against Alchemos. You can see with this build, it's hit and run. You smack him with Dreeg Evil Eye, run away, because it's damage over time, so he's taking damage while you're running away. And I got a decent... Did I get one of his rings? Yeah, and his scythe. I don't know how good those rings are. I've never really used them, but I think I've never really used them because the drop rate was so low before. Oh, I went back to clear up a bit and level up, 37. Point in physique. Yeah, apart from the first few points I put into spirit, everything else is going into physique. You got to be, if you've no intention of getting the expansions, you've probably got to be a little bit more careful with your attribute allocation, because you're not going to get the potions to undo attributes. I mean, the devotion potion, not really so important because you can always pay to undo devotions. But the only way to undo attribute points is get the expansions and then get a potion drop. Potion clarity or whatever it's called, it'll let you undo all your attribute points so you can reassign them. So yeah, so if you're only ever going to get the base game, you won't have that option. So just be a little bit more careful. Don't go randomly sticking a load of points in some attribute because you won't be able to undo it. Oh look, aggressive Groble Toxic Effigy of the Ether. Yeah, not brilliant, but it's always fine seeing that drop. Because the drop rate of the non-boss monster in frequency after patch 1.2 is reduced. So those things are even more rare than they used to be. What you're looking for there is anything with the high... Oh yeah, I wasn't even using one, was I? I was using that thing crafted by Duncan, so that must have been the first one that I got. Level 38. Leveled up on manticores. Always a good thing to do. Physique. It's kind of minimal skills. Spoiler though, I do eventually get bloody pox, but it's because I needed another attack skill to attach the abomination devotion to. And I didn't have any other active attack skills that I could use to attach your devotion to. Ooh, that was a quick Zaria fight, like that. Grab the shrine. The build's already pretty strong. Devotion point allocation. 1 point closer to the attack damage converted to health node on Fox. Ooh, I think I can get some homestead gear. Those boots, I mean, unless you've had something really good drop, those homestead boots are great for patching up resistances. They are decent. And what I try to do, like a lot of the recent, well, over the last 2 years, the recent builds that I'm doing, I try and use farmable stuff that's easy to get and stuff from faction shops. So if you want to copy it, you can copy it, and then when you get better gear, you'll end up with an overall better version of the build, rather than me going, oh look, here's all this blue stuff, here's all this purple stuff, and then you haven't got it, and you're like, well, I'm doing thousands of less damage than you are because you've got all this legendary gear on. I mean, it might work out that way, it probably won't. But what I'll do is I'll say, if you use the faction gear that you can buy from a shop, if you use stuff from blueprints you can buy from faction shops, if you use target farmable gear, this is how good the build will be. And you can absolutely 100% replicate that to within, you know, a point or two here and there, because the stuff will roll with slightly different numbers on it. But that's the whole point of these builds. Is I can say a new player could do it because anyone can level up a character and buy stuff from a faction shop. You don't have to have a character that's like level whatever and can go and, you know, farm other stuff and try and get legendary gear. That it's good. I mean, getting to max level and getting legendary gear and getting a full legendary set, it is great. It's good fun. It's a great feeling. But there's some builds where you're going to need a full legendary set to have the build the best it can be. What my my philosophy with this is I'm not going to demonstrate a build unless I know that anyone can replicate it with a minimal amount of effort. Yeah, you've got to play the game, yeah, you've got to level up, but the thing is, if you're having fun playing the game and leveling up is just a natural thing. I won't say to you, here's this build, it will only work if you've got this legendary item. Well, actually, yeah, I probably have. Saying that, the bullet hell shoot 'em up character absolutely depended on 2 legendary items that were random drops. The blueprint was a random drop, I think, and the gun was a random drop. But right at the start of that video, I said, look, if you haven't got this stuff already, then if you start leveling this character up, you're going to hit a point where you haven't got the best gear and you're going to be probably thinking, oh no. So that was the whole point of that one. Whereas stuff like this is just like, yeah, you can go and start getting this gear straight away and your build will be just as strong as this by the time you get to this point. Unless you know, absolutely screwed up and haven't equipped the gear. But it's just a case of, did you go and buy it from a faction shop and equip it? Not like, did you randomly get the stuff to drop? Anyway, I think I've bored you to death with that philosophical aspect of gameplay. I can't remember whether I fought Rashalga in... Oh no, I must have done. There's no way I'll come up here and not fought Rashalga. I should have gone and had a look, shouldn't I? Because what will happen is it will skip on to the next bit and everyone will be going, oh, he must have died. No, I'm pretty sure I fought Rashalga. Did you see that lag then? I don't know what the hell caused that. That's on the video, that's not on the gameplay. Right, so you come in here to get the last boss of the... No, not the last boss, the third boss creature, so the Abysmal Guardian, a Hidden Path quest. And then you can go into the actual Temple of the Three and get your skill points. So I've got an attribute point from killing him, stick out in physique. Go on, John, go and fight Rashalga. You know you want to. If I don't do it, I'll be so upset. I should have watched the footage back before... Yeah, I'm just showing you. Here we go, right. So I've got to assume from this that it's a successful fight. Otherwise, why would I have bothered? Yeah, Alchemos. So no deaths. Alchemos is saying is the hardest thing I've fought. I'm only level 40. And I took her down to half health with one hit by the look of that. It's not 3 shots, give or take. So that was alright. So yeah. And she's tough. I mean, she's difficult. And that was easy-ish. Should be another shrine up here somewhere. Astrakhan Valley. And grab that. Needs a cracked lodestone. By now you should have loads. Plague Mantis Amulet. See that Plague Mantis Amulet? It's kind of okay. It does a bunch of poison damage. So if you got that, I don't know. I mean, I hang on to Ronoprax's Sting, but you might want to experiment. If you get something like Atrop, experiment and see if it overall puts your damage up. I'm only rotating the screen here to show you how to get this 2000 XP Lorno. I hardly ever rotate the screen in these videos. So if you don't rotate the screen, then what you're looking at will be exactly the same as what I'm looking at. Also, rotating the screen makes me feel sick when I'm running around. Even worse if I'm watching someone else play and they're doing it. But it's up to you. If you like rotating the screen, don't let me stop you. Right, we've reached 4 icons. So what I've done is I put my rift down, which I'm going to go back to, so I can do this tomb of, what's the Archmage Bartholomew or whatever. Benedict Cumberbatch, I don't know, somebody. You go in and get, there's a quest item and there's a hidden area with a shrine and a weird boss. So there's the funny little candelabra thing that you have to operate to open that door. I'll come back in a sec. It's nothing, yeah. Couldn't get through the door that was open. So Dreeg's Evil Eye, this fool. I was trying to one-shot him, but it was just over on it. Most of the time that's what's happening. If I throw a Dreeg's Evil Eye and then don't seem to attack again, it's because I want to see if it actually one-shot him. Lore note in here as well. Yeah, that's just me checking those things. Put Rovers rep up, which is nice to know. Take him out. Ancient Heart. Yeah, the one in here needs very rare components. Interesting that I went for Ghoul. I don't know whether I did. Did I undo it? And no, I did go for Ghoul. Okay, fair enough. Level 41. Point in physique, obviously. And what we're going to do. Keep topping up the ones that need topping up.
Come see what's left of my wares.
Oh yeah, Restless Remains. Restless Remains is hand armor, and it's the only component you can get like that that'll give attack damage converted to health. So if you're kind of relying on attack damage converted to health, yeah, get that. Level 42. Physique. Same old thing. I mean, ultimately, all of these skills, I'm probably just going to max them all out. It doesn't really matter the order you do them in. You don't have to follow it exactly. Honoured with Rovers. Right, everyone knows. You get honoured with Rovers, you get this Mogdrogen Shrine quest. You have to go up to Bloodgrove and go into a Chthonic Rift, which can appear in any one of numerous random locations. You go in here. If you're lucky, it will be right where you spawn. Otherwise, you have to explore. So you get that stone thingy. Is that the one that drops a Chaos Rifle? I think it is, isn't it? Yeah. I'm sure I did something with that Chaos Rifle once. It's alright. Yeah, quit out. And then leg it on from Fort Icon. Kill Commander What's It. you've got to get, what I tend to do is run up to the Necropolis Rift, the first one, and then head back into those Plains of Strife to find, there it is. I just ran past it. I don't even, did I even notice that? Oh god, it lagged again. Yeah, the Chaos Rift, Chthonic Rift's over to the right. I don't even know whether I saw it. I saw it then on the playback, but not yet. Maybe I did. Yeah, so stick a rift down by it. So put a rift down by that. Not right on top of it, because that could give you issues trying to click on the right thing. Then just leg it on up here, just to open the next one, just to save time backtracking later. And then go back to the rift. Head into here. You get the other thing. This is a bigger area. It's a little bit more exploring to do. Get that thing. You can either finish this area off and go into the next bit and kill the boss. Yeah, Obsidian Throne. I think that's what I did. And to the next area is Bane Gargoth or whatever. Just for the sake of killing him. Now you've got the 2 bits that you need. You go back to Astrakhan Valley, go up to Mogdrogen Shrine. You need those 2 things, so you need one each from each of those Chthonic Rift areas, and you need an Ancient Heart as well, I think. Should show in a minute when I click on this shrine. So you got, it doesn't matter if the Ancient Heart's not in your personal, if it's in inventory, it'll pick it up. So there you go. So you got all those 3 things. You do that. Fight the waves of idiots that come out. And when you finish killing them, Mogdrogen will spawn in. There he is. Talk to him, get your devotion points. A massive faff for a single devotion point, but I was like getting it in normal anyway, and all that. Thank you. Don't bother picking a fight with him, it'll just go horribly wrong. Yeah, those are alright. I'm just going to stay with what I've got. Devo points, stick it in Ghoul. Health and whatever. Fantastic. Right, oh yeah, this quest gives you the 4th inventory bag. You can either side with these guys or Homestead. Doesn't really matter. If you lose a little bit of Homestead rep, you get it back very quickly from killing beasts anyway. So I just tend to go with Black Legion, particularly in the base game, because Black Legion rep is hard to get. Level 44. Physique. And some other stuff. Yeah, I've put a rift down there by that Dark Sepulchre area, so I can just come straight back. Because there's a shrine in there that I want. So take that shrine out. Point in Ghoul and get the skill from the next one. Leg it up here, clear this rift out. He says, why'd you take so long? Then go back here. It just saves walking back. I'm so lazy. But yeah, you get used to putting wrists down to travel to them. Leg it through here, take out swarms of undead. Kill this Plagius boss, or whatever his name is, Plagius the Decrepit. That's how I feel sometimes. Then get in here, get the shrine. Right, stick it in there, get that. Just attach this to any permanent skill, so possession. It's not linked in any way to that skill, it just, you have to have a permanent skill up for something like that to activate. So you attach it to a permanent skill. If you attach it to a skill that's not permanent and that skill's not up, that devotion won't activate. The game doesn't really explain that to you, but that's how it works. Oh yeah, this was the Temple of the Three, wasn't it? I don't think there's a shrine in here in normal. Take the Sentinel out. Yeah, look, he dropped his monster infrequent hat, the Triumvirate. I start wearing that. Now, I don't know whether you're going to get that drop, but it doesn't really matter. Because I was wearing a blue hat anyway. Just wear the best hat you can get. There's a Homestead hat, Harvest something hat, which does acid damage and has a health thing on it. That's a level 35 item. You can wear that. So go and buy, if you can't get a decent hat, go and buy the one from Homestead. Harvest Defender or something it's called, I don't know. Just wear that. I'm pretty sure I'll start wearing that eventually on this character. If not, then I should have done. Got a skill point from that, as you saw. So that's a hidden path quest finished. And all we got left to do is clear this area out and kill Logorian. If you got 40 scrap, well, I'd say if you've got way more than 40, don't waste your last 40 scrap on this. You can repair this bit. Nip into the early area. Actually, I'm just checking to see how many I've got. I think this is the last one. I do actually do Port Valbury eventually. It's not in this video. Right, shrine's done. Allocate the point. Completes. Oh, goal is completed. Okay, yeah, fair enough. I want to get over there, so I need greens. So I'm going to grab Spider. Take this boss out just for the sake of it. Again, if you can't be bothered running around to look for the exit, just quit out, go back in. Yeah, I cut most of this out. There's a Bloodlord Thalanis fight. And here comes the log fight. More lag. I'm sure that's on the video. Yeah, just hit him with Dreeg's Evil Eye and then run away to a safe distance. Hit him again, run away. That's 2 on it. Can't remember how many it took. 3. 4. 5. It's going to be single figures, isn't it? 6. 7. And he sundered me. 8. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it's going to be 10. 9. Is that it? 10 maybe. And he's down. And that's it. That's the end of this video, pretty much. Thank you very much for watching. I hope that was interesting, entertaining, useful, all of the above. And I'll catch you all in whatever video I'll post next.